Okay, thanks. I appreciate you watching this video. My name is Kent. The channel is EOS San Diego, and of course I make videos about the EOS blockchain every single night, and have been for quite some time. I can't remember when I started every single night, but I've been doing it for quite some time. Hopefully we'll continue for a while. I see a lot of good things to make videos about, and I will continue to make these videos. And I appreciate you watching the videos. If you feel like something you want to say, please comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say. I want to talk a little bit tonight about the challenge tab, because we are very close to launching this. I've been talking about it for a while, and I know we've said a couple times we're going to launch it, but we haven't. We have been using it internally, and we just wanted to make sure everything's working really well before we release it to a broader community, and we will be releasing this. And this is not a link to a website. This is a fully functional application that's running on the blockchain, where you can interact with somebody else through a challenge by creating a challenge, a smart contract challenge on the blockchain. So this is going to happen here very soon, and we're very excited because it is a fully functional app, and it's something that we've created from scratch. So, I don't believe it's ever been done before. So we're excited about this, and I think it's going to be something that's going to really work out well as the fact that we have a massive audience to release it to. I think we've talked about that in the past. We have other people that we're working with on YouTube that have much larger audiences than mine, and they're going to help us release this, and we're going to get a lot of interest in it right away. So that should be coming up very soon. We will also be at the San Francisco Hackathon. So if you're going to San Francisco or thinking about going to San Francisco, I would encourage you to go. It's going to be a great time, great venue. San Francisco is always a great place to go. A lot of fun, a lot of things going on there. Just a lot of things going on in San Francisco. If you're thinking about going, please go. We'd appreciate it, and we'd enjoy meeting you if you decide to go. And I think there's going to be a good turnout. This is a good place to have any kind of meetup in San Francisco. Also, we're block producers. EOS San Diego #1 is our account. I'd appreciate the vote. If you do, leave a comment. I'll comment back to you. But what I want to talk about tonight is I want to talk about the Constitution, the EOS Constitution, because I read through it the other day, and I read through it from time to time just to kind of refamiliarize myself with things of EOS. And I do keep up with the updates on GitHub and all the new things going on, because there's always something that's evolving about EOS, and it's interesting to see how it's changing. But I noticed in one of the things in the EOS, I think it's right at the very beginning of the Constitution, is how EOS isn't owned by anybody. It's a community platform. And of course, I talk about that all the time, but really when you think about it, this is the globalization, the true globalization of the internet. Because literally anybody around the world can get involved. Anyone that can run a node can be involved with the EOS blockchain. This is an international, global platform. Anyone in the world, anywhere in the world can participate with, as we're going to find out with our challenge tab. Where people use it, anywhere in the world can use it. Not limited to anybody. It's open source. It's available to anybody. Anybody can do it. Anybody can use it. So this is something I think that most people don't really appreciate, the globalization of a platform like EOS, and the ability to use it anywhere in the world, and also join anywhere in the world, and also participate anywhere in the world. You know, we have so much going on in the world where there's so many barriers, national barriers, trade agreements, all this other stuff that people argue about all the time. That's a friction point for a lot of transactions and a lot of activity in the real world. The EOS blockchain isn't owned by anybody. It's something that we make whatever we wish to make out of it, and can do whatever we wish to do out of it. It's a platform to do anything, to dream, to build anything, as we are doing. And hopefully we'll, as we evolve with the challenge tab, we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that, how this is operating, how it's working, and how many people use it around the world. So this is something that I think that is really very, very much undervalued as far as anybody's concerned. It's participating today. The globalization of the internet, the globalization of trade, the globalization of being able to monetarily transfer wealth, or be able to create an application or decentralized application, and have anybody in the world participate, and have anybody in the world that can run a node, be a block producer or anything else. This is something that's very valuable. And I think in the future, people will better understand what decentralization means, what it means to be truly decentralized, because EOS is truly decentralized. by the way it's operated, the way it's run, by the way it's structured, and by the fact that there's really no ownership of the EOS blockchain. There's only participants. There's only people that work in the same direction. There's always only everybody has a shared interest, and not only has shared interest, but has a desire to make it better. As we saw when the block producers were chosen originally, how people around the world were able to come together and do that. So anyway, I would encourage you to read through the EOS Constitution. I'll put a link to it below, and please read through it and kind of get an overview of what we're talking about here and what's going on, and how this is something that I believe is going to change the world. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.